Good evening, Drew.
Sorry, oh wow, your audio just cut out there.
Oh,
Is that me?
I don't know.
Is that me?
You good?
That was
You hear?
you sound better now, but like your
Okay.
levels like
Okay.
spike there or
Oh,
something, and I don't really know what happened.
pure excitement.
Is that what it is?
I don't know. I'm guessing it's
How
Skype
are
being
you? What's
Skype.
going on?
I'm good. How are you?
Um, I'm okay, buddy. I'm just like a little bit exhausted. It's been a busy
Yeah.
week.
You had a big week.
It's been a busy week. Before I go into like why my week was busy, how are you? What's going on with you? What's going on in your world?
Uh, Nothing that exciting, really.
Yeah.
Just.
Zach out scooting around in it with his driver's license.
He's been driving to school and to the gym and stuff like that. So yeah.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah. He's out with his friends right now, but he didn't drive. But yeah.
Where are the kids hanging out these days?
They went to Roosters. So
You know what? I approve of that.
yeah, I like Roosters.
Yeah, we went to Roosters.
Mm-hmm.
Long time ago.
Yeah, I like Roosters. Roosters is good.
I'm not sure they have corn dogs.
No, they have mini corn dogs, which is a separate thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
You have to that is a deep cut for this show.
Deep cut.
Like
Deep
that
cut.
is a deep fucking cut for this show. Like real listeners will get that
Mm-hmm.
reference.
Like it must have been like in the teens.
I feel like I feel it was in the single digits.
It could be.
Like,
Yeah.
That's how long ago that was. Woof.
Oh.
All right.
So how was your week, Drew?
Yeah. So it was a pretty busy week for me.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna do like a little podcast sandwich here because
Okay.
my first topic will go to the late ad topic here.
Okay.
So I spent the week in Las Vegas. I was like our yearly company kickoff type event. And I think I've told you this story, but my first like real job, like my first like real adult job out of college was working for a mail order pharmacy company.
Yep.
And we had facilities all over the country. And we had a call center in Henderson, Nevada, which is like one town over from Las Vegas proper. And then we had an automated dispensing pharmacy in Las Vegas. And, I worked on systems and databases and websites that was used by a particular team that was based at one of those facilities. So my boss and I at the time traveled to Las Vegas a lot. I would go out there 6, maybe 8 times a year.
That's a lot.
And
yeah.
Like my first real business trip that I ever took, like the first time I ever like got on a plane for work, was to go there. And we stayed at the Bellagio, and I felt like I was like king of the world. Business travel's awesome. This is so cool. I can expense all this stuff. And, I got to gamble at a casino for the first time. It was everything that like, I think young professional people sort of hear about. And I was getting to do it. And I was getting to do it for a company that, had pretty deep pockets and was doing some really cool stuff. And I got to stay at a lot of cool hotels, but after a couple of years of that gets old really freaking quick.
Mm-hmm.
It gets old really quick. Not just the travel, but like Vegas. Like Vegas gets really old really, really fast. For me, I'm good like for 3 days. After about 3 days, I'm ready to be done with that town, everything about it. I just want to leave. The veneer of that town gets peeled away really, really, really quick. And when I was traveling there in the early aughts, that's when a lot of the like casinos and hotels and resorts that people stay at were relatively new. Like Bellagio was relatively new. Paris was relatively new. Venetian was relatively new. And a lot of the classic places, right? Like Treasure Island and some of those other places, like those were all really, really nice places to stay. And I there was a time where that work came to an end and I transferred to a new business unit and handed off that work to a different team, and I wasn't really having to go out there as much anymore. So I didn't go to Vegas for like a decade. And then I went again for a conference, and I just felt like that town, something was different about it. Like walking up and down the strip, something was just different. Um it just felt dirtier, it felt weirder, felt a little bit scummier. Like the hotels weren't as nice that I remember. Um, I don't know. It just was weird.
Okay.
So when I found out that that's where we were going to have our sort of our yearly kickoff, because for the company I work for, our fiscal year ended in January, so it's now the second week of February. So this is like, hey, we're all going to get together. All of field engineering, which is like the organization that I work for, which is like account reps and solution architects like me and other people and other technical people and some people from product and our senior leadership. Like we're all going to get together. We're all going to talk about how awesome we did. And we're going to talk about like what our priorities are going to be for the year and that kind of thing. And truth be told, when I worked for Microsoft, I would hear people talk about like these big events that Microsoft would do, like, Microsoft Ready and, Build and some of these other conferences that employees would get to go to and do all these things. Well, I joined Microsoft like just as COVID was really like starting to pop off. So like none of
Yeah.
that stuff happened, right?
Right.
Like I remember that people were talking about this thing, like this weird virus that was going around as we were traveling to like new hire orientation, right? So it was like, yeah. And it was like lockdowns happened not long after that. So all of those things never happened when I worked for Microsoft. But I've been to large tech conferences before, and that's what a lot of this like event sort of felt like. So the thing of it was though is that the company I work for isn't public yet. And there's a focus on margins, there's a focus on expenses, showing profitability, increasing margins, that type of stuff. So they wanted to get everybody together, but they wanted to do it kind of smartly. But what that meant is that, I had to be there on Tuesday, which means that, well, let me rephrase that. I had to be there on Tuesday by 1 p.m. Vegas time. Now,
Okay.
when we travel from the East Coast to the West Coast, we get a little time back. But that still meant that I had to be up super early at the airport by like 5, on my first flight by 6, connect in Detroit, be on a plane for 4 hours. And then I get there and you're there with 2,000 other people from your company, like checking in, trying to get like all your stuff settled before the first session of the day. So it was just a lot of rush, 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 rush. And we had sessions all afternoon, and then we had like some mandatory fun later at night. I was
Mandatory
just
fun.
like, yeah, we're all gonna get together and do like a welcome reception type of thing. Like I showed up, I said hello to the people that I knew and members of my team and everything, and then I was just like, guys, I got to go to bed, like, because it was like
Yeah.
8 o'clock Vegas time, and I had almost at that point been up for like 24 hours.
Oof.
So I was just like completely out of it. And then I had the bright idea. So as part of some of the events that we were going to do while we were out there, one of the things that they had talked about is they were going to do a 5K run in the morning. Now,
That sounds
there was
fun when you're traveling.
there was a time in my life. There was a time in my life where I did a lot of running. In fact, I have run one marathon, exactly one. It was the marathon that I proposed to my now wife at. But I had run other shorter distances. I had done a few half marathons. I have done plenty of 5Ks in my day. And I would like to think that I'm in relatively decent shape because of the gym that I go to and the things that I do. So I thought to myself, okay, I haven't run a 5K in a while. But it's, even at the pace that I used to run at, which was not very fast. Like I average anywhere from like a 9.5 to a 10-minute mile. That's like 30 minutes of work. So I thought, you know what? I'm not going to try to go to the gym at the hotel because I know it's going to be packed. So this is a good alternative to still get a workout in. So by the time I dipped out of the festivities Tuesday night, it was like 8:30, 9 o'clock, went to my room, like stripped out of my clothes. I think I fell asleep with my toothbrush in my mouth. Like I literally just fell into bed
Okay.
and just slept. I just slept until like 6 in the morning. So I got plenty of sleep. I had a lot of water in my room. Like I stay hydrated. All the things that really slow me down on those long travel days. Like I planned ahead. So get up and I show up to do the 5K. Now I made a very, very critical error here.
Okay.
And it wasn't just agreeing to do a 5K. The problem is that since I don't run anymore, I don't have running shoes.
Mm.
What I have are like your canonical CrossFit shoes. So they're a little more flat soled.
Yeah.
They're for like cross training, lifting. Like I do short run distances, short sprint distances with them at the gym, but I have not run significant distance, and I'm putting 5K in significant distance here. So the 5K route was literally just 2 laps around the block at Resorts World in Las Vegas. Now, this is a big hotel, casino, resort. So it was like a mile and a half around the block, right? So it was a pretty considerable distance. So we all show up, we all start running, and I'm running with a friend of mine named Matt, and there was another person on my team, Carla, who was there, and some other people that I had met, but those were the people I was sort of running with. And Matt is, I think he's a couple years younger than me, but he's also in phenomenal shape. Good guy. So we start running, and we just kind of are trotting along at our pace. We're doing pretty good, and I get through the first lap, and I'm feeling pretty good. But then my foot starts to hurt, and I'm
Yeah.
thinking, uh
Uh-oh.
oh. And like I was like, I look down, and like it's like really, really painful as I'm starting to take more and more steps, and I'm like,
Oh no. Oh
this is
no.
probably not good.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, Matt, you keep going. I'm gonna just stop here for a second and adjust my shoe. So like I loosen my laces a little bit, and I take my foot out of my shoe. And Paul, when I tell you that I've had blisters from running, the entire right side of my right foot was essentially one big blister,
Oh.
and it hurt
Oh.
so
Oh,
bad.
Drew. Oh, Drew.
Yeah, it's real bad. In fact, it still hurts. Like it's like I'm looking at it right now. It literally looks like I have like a lesion on the side of my
Oh.
foot. It hurts so bad. So I'm like,
So
well, fuck.
what did you do at that point? Because
Well,
you still have to you have to at least get back to your hotel room.
okay, but okay, so a couple quick points of clarification. So we're running at the hotel I'm staying at.
Okay.
So if I stopped right there, which was right by kind of where we started, which was like, kind of like the back side of the hotel, I guess we would say. Like I could have bagged it right there, walked back to my hotel room, peeled the rest of the skin off my foot, hopped in the shower, probably screamed, and called it a day. But that's not what I did.
Did you keep running?
I just decided to keep running.
Oh, Drew.
Yeah, which made it way, way worse.
Yeah, that's what we call a stupid decision.
Yeah, it was not the smartest thing that I ever did. But you know what? In situations like that, this is one of the many ways that I'm broken, right? Because I don't want to quit in front of my coworkers. So I laced my shoes back up,
Oh.
tied them just a little bit tighter to reduce the movement of my foot in my shoe, and just sort of like plodded along at a much slower pace, which ended up irritating me because like I think my personal best for a 5K was like 28 minutes or something like that. And I had this like weird idea in my head that I was going to do that kind of time, even though I haven't run a 5K in a very long time. But it ended up taking like 33 minutes because like I would run for a little bit and then I would have to like stop, walk for a couple minutes because like, oh God, this really fucking hurts. And then what happens is you start to realize like, okay, well, maybe I can just not put as much pressure on that part of my foot. And then your whole gait gets fucked up because like you're running on the outside of your
Mhm.
foot. So then that starts to hurt. And it's just like, because that's not how your feet are supposed to work. Um, so yeah, that was not advisable. So the lesson to sort of take away from that is like, please, 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 if you plan on running, like get running shoes, like learn from my fail, like go get running shoes. And don't do that.
Yeah, don't.
Because and
Yeah.
it just hurts. It just hurts so bad. And then like being in shoes the rest of the day, being on
Uh-huh.
shoes on airplanes where like your foot is like crammed up against another seat. So like it's putting extra pressure on your foot, not having band-aids, not having Neosporin, not having anything to like sort of treat it. And then like getting in the shower
Oh.
after that and like your raw skin, just
Oh.
getting all that hot water on there. Like, yeah, not great.
That sounds bad. That sounds bad.
It was really, really bad. And then, being, sitting in sessions all day and, doing all that. But I mean, it was a good trip all around. You know, I was worried I wasn't going to get home in time from the trip just because there was some bad weather. I had to connect on the way home through Minneapolis, and some weather had come through, and they were like down to one runway, and like my landing time was going to be like after boarding for my other flight to
Oh.
Columbus. But yeah, it all worked out though because like every other flight got delayed because of it. So I still got home. Quick shout out though, I had never been to the Minneapolis St. Paul airport before, but of all the airports that I've been to, especially if you fly Delta, that was the best Delta lounge I've ever been to. They had like good food. It was very clean. Lots of bathrooms. Like the one problem I have with Delta lounges is that like when I have to poop at an airport, I like the privacy and the cleanliness that airport lounges give you. They get far more attendance than the standard bathrooms. The toilet paper is usually better. But a lot of these Delta lounges that you go to, like there might be only like 2 or 3 stalls. But this place had like lots of stalls. They were like extra big. Like you could really, really relax in there. Because I'm the kind of guy, like here's an exclusive for you. I'm the kind of guy that likes to take his shirt off when he poops. I like to get comfortable.
Okay. You like to take your shirt off when you poop. Okay.
I just don't like to feel constrained, right, when I'm going to the bathroom.
Okay.
Is that weird?
It's weird.
I feel like you're judging me.
I think it's weird.
But like, listen, if I'm in a public restroom, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that like in a public place, but like at home, like, because a lot of times, like for me, a lot of times that sort of came about. I feel like I'm justifying this to you.
You need to.
Yeah. A lot of times it's just because like if I'm going to take a nice big smelly poopers, I want to hop in the shower after that.
Okay, if you're going to get in the shower afterwards, then that's fine. You're on your way to getting a shower.
Yeah.
Otherwise, no.
But like in the winter time, right, where maybe you got a couple layers on, you don't feel constrained.
No.
On the toilet on the toilet.
No, I do not. I do not. That's
okay.
Not a feeling I have.
All right. Well, I guess I'm the weird one.
I think you are.
Okay. Well, okay. I guess. Okay. Well, I don't know how to respond to that. Anyway, just cut all that out.
Okay. All
right. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So I really liked. Let's just say that because of my mental health issues, I really appreciate the extra space and privacy that some of those airport lounge bathrooms give you. But yeah, I mean, it was good. It was a good trip. I'm getting better at flying these days. I still have my moments, don't get me wrong. But for reasons that we'll get into later, I want to come back to something that I've learned about my flying and my anxiety by way of something that I need your help on.
Okay.
So that's a little bit of a teaser.
Okay.
But now that we've talked about me and what I guess is my new secret shame, let's talk about some things that you did this week.
Okay. But before we get to me, there is one question I think everybody's asking. Did you buy your truck a souvenir from Vegas?
Did I buy my truck a souvenir from Vegas? I didn't actually.
Okay.
You know what's weird? So when I used to go to Vegas all those days and years ago, I would bring Mandy something home from Vegas, right? Like I would
Yeah.
bring her like little knickknacks or like a sweatshirt or something like that. That kind of shit's getting harder to find. Like
Yeah.
like where I stayed in Vegas, I stayed at Resorts World this time. Like they had a little shop in the lobby, but like I didn't really see anything in there that had a Resorts World logo. Like I think they had luggage. I'm not bringing her luggage. Like I would just wanted a T-shirt or like, and she doesn't drink, so I'm not gonna bring her a shot glass. I didn't even see any dice or any cards or anything kind of knick-knacky. Maybe that's the kind of hotel I was staying in where like people don't buy that kind of shit. But like, no, I didn't see anything for my truck. Like I didn't see like a trailer hitch cover. I didn't see like, uh, God, what I would even buy my truck
I don't
from
know.
Vegas?
I don't know. A magnet.
A magnet.
People put like, magnets of places they've been on the back of the truck. I don't know. I was just
I haven't been
wondering.
anywhere in my truck yet,
Okay. Okay.
but I'm open to suggestions. Like if you've
I
got a
don't
suggestion
I don't
going, do you
know.
want me to put a magnet on my truck?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know.
Hmm.
I was just wondering if you're out there and you're in a gift shop and you're like, I'm gonna get that from my truck.
No,
Oh, okay.
I felt like I felt like a good old truck boy though, because guess what vehicle I took to the airport?
The truck?
The truck. Got to haul my suitcase in the back. Felt like a real big truck boy. Felt like I was living that truck lifestyle.
Truck boy goes to Vegas.
Truck boy goes to Vegas.
Oh,
Oh shit. All right. Now that we've embarrassed me sufficiently,
oh.
tell me what you did this week.
Okay, so I've been collecting albums for a while. To this point, everything, pretty much all the records I've bought has been primarily online. I've never really gone to a quote unquote record store. And I've been thinking about it for a while. And today I just decided, you know what? I'm going to go do it. I went downtown adjacent and I went to Used Kids Records.
Okay,
Uh,
stop.
mhm.
Did you, before you tell me about your experience there, is your Discogs up to date?
It is, yes.
Okay, all right. You continue. I'm gonna pull up your Discog.
Okay, okay. Uh, I obviously, I'd never been to a record store before. I'd seen pictures online. I'd kind of done my research about where I wanted to go. I did some pixel peeping on some photos on Yelp, and I saw, oh, they do have a metal section. So I got in my car and I went. Uh, Holy shit, Drew! It is absolutely overwhelming to be in that store. Uh,
Okay.
not a huge store, so it's it's what, north of downtown, but it's still kind of downtownish. So like, everybody's fighting for real estate, so it's not the biggest place in the world. So it's very cramped. There was way more people there at a 2 o'clock on a Saturday than I would have expected. Uh, so there's I would say there's kind of one, two, like three big primary areas of the store. Uh, right in the front is all of the quote unquote new records and new used records. They buy used records and sell them. And that area is, the best I can describe it is a chaotic free for all. There appears to be no organization. It's just records go into here. And that area was just absolutely swamped with people. And I just made a decision, like, you know what? I'm just gonna skip that part completely. Like maybe I'll go back, take a day off, and go like at like 10:30 a.m. on a Wednesday when it's probably a lot less busy, and maybe go through some of that stuff. But I just avoided it. The second area is, what you would expect. It's a bunch of records sorted by, genre, and roughly alphabetical. That's where I spent most of my time looking at the metal records. It was cute. They had like metal and they had a little like death metal and black metal section. It was so cute. It was so cute. Definitely someone who appreciates that style of music set it up. And the third area, I believe, is they had like 45s, which are basically vinyl singles, and they had like just hundreds of cardboard boxes full of cassettes and CDs. And if you wanted to look at them, you had to like pull out the cardboard box and go through them. And I just avoided that completely. I just like, no, 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 thank you. So I just stuck to the metal section, went through, bought a few records, five, I think. Yeah, five records. Uh, while I was extremely overwhelmed, at least there wasn't a lot of people in the metal section. I just mostly had to deal with people walking by me as I was going through, thumbing through all the records. Except there was one other guy looking at the. He browsed hair metal and Metallica. So if you closed your eyes, you can picture what this guy looks like. He looks exactly like that.
Oof, I feel seen. I feel seen. Oh no. Did he look like me?
No. I mean, he looked like a trailer park version of myself. You know, like ratty, longer hair, Metallica t-shirt, beer belly. You know, like he'd fit in really well in a NASCAR game. I mean, NASCAR race.
NASCAR game's right.
NASCAR game.
Yeah, at the NASCAR game. I'm sure they'll go to the NASCAR game.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll go to the NASCAR game. But it was overall, while it was overwhelming, and I didn't get to go through the whole store because it was just entirely too busy. I enjoyed it, and I will go back, I believe. So, yeah. Use Kid Records.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
check it out. Check it out.
Okay.
It's good.
Okay. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
I heard everything you said.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on this website.
Mm-hmm.
Stereo equipment.
They have some edifier speakers towards the front, and I saw two turntables out. I think there was like on a folding table. I would not go to this place for your stereo equipment needs. Yes, in a pinch you can get a turntable and some speakers there, but yeah.
Well, hold on though. So I'm looking. It's like on their website when you go to that section, it says that you can buy restored stereo equipment.
I did not see that, but then
they have a picture of like speakers and what look like old amps.
Yeah,
and
things. So I didn't. If that is somewhere in there, I did not find that part. It is
because I'll be honest.
Yeah,
I would love an old amp to hook up to that record player you gave me.
Okay.
Just looking at some of these, they just look cool, right? I see some that have like wood paneling. The big twisty knobs and big tactile switches and things.
Yeah, I did not.
But you didn't see any of that.
I did not see that. And the size of that room suggests I don't know how it would fit into the area I was in. But I could have missed something. There could have been a hidden upstairs that I was not aware of. But I don't remember seeing that. I did see some Audio Technica turntables and edifier speakers. So that those two things were checked. And it was just like the like entry model Audio Technica. There was nothing fancy there.
Got it. Okay, so let's talk about what you bought.
I bought.
I'm on your Discogs.
Okay. Let me go there.
Let's see. For the last time we were here, does it remember the last time I was here?
Probably not. No.
Yeah, because I reformatted my computer since then. Let's see here. Got some Smashing Pumpkins in there.
I've bought quite a bit since. Let's see.
According to this, you now have 116 pieces of vinyl.
So, yes, roughly. I've also started buying CDs. I don't have a lot of CDs, but those are also tracked in there as well. So, yeah.
CDs.
Mm-hmm.
How quaint.
I
Um,
don't have a lot, but I do have some. So yeah, yeah. And I figured I might as well scan those in there as well. So yeah.
okay, so then help me out here. So what records did you pick up there?
I picked up a I'll just go from the top here. I picked up
Okay.
Violence Unimagined by Cannibal Corpse.
Okay.
It has perhaps one of the best death metal uh, album art. It's just fantastic. I bought yep.
Okay, so I'm trying
Mhm.
to okay, so looks honestly I see that and all I see is Attack from Titan.
It's
Attack on Titan.
yes, very gets that vibes very much. Yes,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's giving
yes, yeah.
Attack
Uh-huh.
yeah.
What
Go ahead.
what you don't see is the artwork inside that ghoulish lady with the weird mouth. Inside the album art, she is very much naked and very much tearing a baby in two. So
Okay.
uh,
I
uh,
like one of those things.
yeah.
I'll leave it up to you to
Uh,
tell which one.
I bought Kitty Until the End.
Oh, Kitty. We talked
Mhm,
about Kitty.
mhm. Yep.
Is
Uh,
this one of their newer albums or older
no.
albums?
This one, oh, actually, no. This is their most recent album. Yeah, I think it came out in 20. Did it come out in 2023? It couldn't have come out then. Kitty
It says
Until
released
the
on April 22nd, 2023.
Yeah, that may have been the printing. But maybe that's when it came out. I don't remember being it that recent because I don't think they've. Meh, who cares? Yeah, released April 2023. There it
Mhm.
is.
Okay.
Uh, Chaos Sphere by Meshuggah.
Sugar.
Meshuggah. Uh,
Okay.
Terracite by Cattle Decapitation. It's their most recent album.
Cattle decapitation.
Cattle Decapitation. Mm-hmm.
Oh, Mayhem. We talked about
Mm-hmm.
them.
Yeah, and Chimera by Mayhem. I was uh excited just to see a Mayhem record. It's not my favorite record of theirs, but I was just happy to see it there, and I got it. So yeah.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and by just some dumb luck, they were all new records. So uh,
Oh, so they weren't used or anything. So you
no,
okay.
no, there was a lot of used records. It just happened, and I would have bought these used. It just happened to be that the ones I found were
Huh.
all new. So
Wow.
mm-hmm.
So would you go back?
Absolutely. I think, like I said, I think I may make an excursion out of it. Like take a day off of work and go there on a weekday. You know, like closer to when they open, just to have less people in there. There was a lot of, you know, like I would have looked through the new used records and stuff.
Mhm.
I would have done that. Uh,
So this
but
is like this is up near campus. I thought this was
yeah,
more downtown.
yeah, yep, yeah. It's yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Lots, yeah. Parking on the street, had to hoof it a little bit. But yeah.
I think I know exactly where this place is.
Mm-hmm. It's right where beside where Evolved moved to.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there used to be a game store down that way that I went to once upon a time.
There might have
I
been.
can't remember
Yeah.
the name of it.
Yeah. Maybe it's where it's right. It's like in between Evolved and a smoke shop. And yeah. Yeah. It was good.
Wow.
It was fun. I'm definitely gonna go back. There's some other places uh in around downtown like Spoonful and like Mongolia Thunder Pussy that also sell records as well. And you know,
Mongolia
mhm,
Thunder Pussy.
mhm. That one is like right near campus, I believe.
Huh.
Yeah, but it was fun. But like shopping for records is a lot of work because like
Explain.
you get there and it's just like, you know, these shelves full of albums and you can't see any of them, right? You can't see
Yeah.
any.
I was gonna say like
you have to
there
like
are- yeah, it's like you gotta lift open. You gotta look at each one.
you do. And I did kind of figure out their system. They had like, you know, like, you know, they had them broken up by, obviously it was roughly alphabetical, and like you'd go to A and they'd have like, major artists that start with A and they have little sections, and then there would be a generic and here's all the other A's. Right? Just here's the rest. So you had to go through all of those just to see what was going on.
So
Uh
every record store I've ever been to, because when I was growing up, the first place that was the first store near me that rented video cassettes was this place called D's Video, and it was like one town over from where we grew up. And I remember we would go in there, and the front of the store was all records. And I remember that like the records were on shelves that were about waist high with the album art facing you.
yeah.
So like you
Yep.
kind of like flip through them almost like a Rolodex, right?
Yes.
Like where
Yeah.
you would like flip
Exactly.
one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so was this place the same way?
Yes.
Or
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Because like half price books is like that too, right? Where like
Yeah.
it's not like they're sideways on a shelf and you got to like flip through them
Yeah.
sideways.
Nope. You flip through and you're looking at the cover. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you must have done a lot of flipping then.
I did a lot of flipping. I looked at a lot
A-
of records. Yes.
And it was all alphabetical but not by genre?
No. So it was alphabetical in the fact that like, there was like an A section and then there were individual sections for important artists that had enough albums to deserve another divider. So like if you're going there and you want to look for Metallica, there'd be a big M section or a big Metallica section. But if it was like, well, like Meshuggah, there wasn't a Meshuggah section. It was just like, and here's the rest of the M's. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it was just really crowded.
It was more people in there than I expected. Buying
all
albums.
looking at records.
All
or
looking
CDs
at
too?
mostly looking at records. There were people looking at like cassettes and CDs as well, but mostly looking at records. And they had music going. I would not have been surprised to see like a store cat if there wasn't a store cat.
Got it.
Mhm.
Got it.
Yeah.
A whole vibe, as they say.
It was a vibe. Yeah, yeah. I'm definitely
Okay.
gonna go back. Just maybe when it's not so busy. So
Got it.
yeah.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
good trip. I mean, we like finding cool little stores
do.
like that.
Yeah, it's good. liked
Maybe
it.
I'll take maybe I'll take a trip down there. Although the last couple times, to sort of piggyback on your story, the last couple times that I've been at Half Price Books, I mean, they have a pretty decent mix of new printings and used records there. There's been plenty of albums that I've walked past. I'm like, God damn, I really wish I had that record player set up.
Just ring me up. I'll come and help you set it up.
I still have to buy all the shit. Like I still have to buy like an amp and all that other shit. I'll get there. I just haven't.
Okay.
And like I still have to find a place to put it.
Yeah, that's the big thing. Yeah.
I think I know what my strategy is going to be. I just haven't had time to like really invest in it. Okay. So last episode we talked about your new bubbly drink
Mhm.
thing.
My Ninja Thirsty. Yep.
Yep. So you have an update.
I am very deep into the CO2 call now.
No.
Okay.
Oh no.
Okay.
What happened?
Okay. So first of all, I just want to say there are 3 people using it in my house: my wife, myself, and my daughter. We have about gone through our first CO2 canister.
That was quick.
That was quick. Yes.
Okay.
I am drinking lots. I'm drinking lots of seltzer. I'm drinking approximately 48 ounces of seltzer per day. And
are you okay?
no, I'm not okay.
Are you okay?
I am I am more than okay. And I have bought one. So I've bought some more gear, Drew. I bought some more gear. And wait, you think this is gonna be the pinnacle of the cult, but it's not. This is just the first step. Ninja sells these travel bottles that are designed to basically to maintain the fizz. Okay, so I dropped a link in there. These are the Ninja Thirsty travel bottles. They work really well. So it's nice insulated glass, travel mug, but like the top like seals, right? So like it screws on and forms a tight seal so the bubbles won't escape. And it's good. You can just
You mean like every other container that has a lid?
not well. It's so if you're looking at this thing, right right?
Uh-huh.
You see like there's the regular Ninja body, and you can see what is definitely a lid that screws off. But that little
Yep.
silver piece on top,
Uh-huh.
that also screws on and off.
Okay.
So it's more like a steel bottle, like a 2 liter bottle, but made out of steel. So you can crank that thing in there and keep all the bubbles in, and then open it up, and it gets a nice little, tss, you know.
Hmm.
It's good. Good. It keeps the bubbles in there. I make myself some seltzer after my coffee. I make myself a seltzer after lunch, and that uh that will last me maybe a couple hours, and it's still fizzy at the last sip. It's wonderful, absolutely wonderful.
Okay.
If you have a Ninja Thirsty, I highly recommend the Ninja Thirsty travel bottle. Okay,
Hmm.
Drew, and here's where we go into the deep dive. Okay, 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 okay,
I was all ready to throw you a
okay.
life preserver,
So
but
so I get this email, Drew. I get this email, and it was like, "Hey, Paul, uh, would you like to help us test new flavors?"
you're the product now. You're the product
Uh,
now.
so I took a survey. Like, hey, you're interested? Take this survey, and we'll let you know whether we want you or not. And they wanted me, so I am now a member of the Thirst Quenchers.
Shut up. Shut up.
I can
Stop it.
no.
Come on. You're fucking with me. Stop it.
I am not fucking with you.
Stop it.
I have receipts. I'm gonna drop a link in here. uh
Okay. Give me your account info, I guess.
no, I'm not giving you my account info, but it's a little place. You sign in there, and there's a forum, so you can talk to other thirst quenchers. Uh, I feel like I'm like in like, how like Scientology has levels. I'm like deep. I graduated. I'm all the way in. And I'm expecting my first batch of test flavors probably real soon now. So yeah. I'm a thirst quencher, Drew.
No. You're a thirsty quencher.
All right, thirsty quencher. Yes,
Okay.
you're correct. Thirsty quencher. Yeah.
Is this
Mm-hmm.
like we joked about this being a cult? But
I'm in. I'm all. It's a cult. I'm part of the cult.
They saw you
I
coming.
have
How much does
become
this cost? How much does this
It's
cost?
free. It's free.
Now,
Mm-hmm.
the first hit's always free, dog. Like,
It's free.
unless they're gonna be shipping you CO2 to test this shit out.
That's true. I mean, it's yeah.
Like, come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
They got you. They got their fuck. They got
Mm-hmm.
like you know how like financial institutions are like, oh yeah, I got a whale of an account. But you are Ninja's whale at this point.
Yeah, I've become, as it says there, a thirstologist.
Ooh boy, buddy, I'm worried about you. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so
Oh.
now
Mm-hmm.
since this is very legitimate,
Uh-huh.
have they made you sign an NDA about these flavors
No.
that you will be testing?
I have not. No,
So you'll be able to
Mhm.
talk about it
yeah.
with no repercussions
As far as
to
I
all
know.
7 of our listeners.
Yeah, exactly. There was like, so I signed up, and I had to fill out like a introduction survey. Then a few days later, they sent me another survey. It's like, hey, would you like? They asked me questions about like what other stuff I had bought in the past, which I used, about LaCroix, and whether I was interested in drinks with or without sweetener. I said without, and they're like, hey, would you like? I can't remember. Like one of the flavors was like mango something. I think there was a cucumber flavor, which I don't mind. I like cucumber water.
Okay.
uh,
So hold on.
mhm.
So when I went out, so it's funny that you mentioned those 2 flavors. Shit, I'm blanking on the name of it here. But when I was I really want to. Shit, what was it called? drink infuser commercial unit white. Oh, fuck. What the fuck was this thing called? If I can find it quickly, I'll put a link in the show notes here. But anyway, when I was out at my orientation for Databricks,
Okay.
and then again when I was at the Delta Club this past trip, they had this little unit there where you could make either sparkling or still drinks.
Nice. Okay.
And they had cucumber, and they also had mango something else. So maybe they're like going after
that, yeah,
this segment. Now,
Yeah.
here's what I would say about this unit, though. This looks like this was more of like a commercial type unit that had water supply and potentially CO2 supply, like under the
Yeah.
counter,
Yeah,
right? Like,
yeah.
like the actual facing unit of this thing had a pretty small footprint, like just enough space to put the bottle underneath, and then like a touch screen.
Okay.
I really, really wish I could remember the name of this thing. I know there's got to be someone else that has seen this. It like bubbly, drink infuser. Oh, God, I'm like really struggling right now.
Now, according to the
Shit.
internet, there is what they call the Soda Stream Professional.
No, this
Which
was
is-
not a Soda Stream
Was it a
joint.
bevy?
Bevy.
Bevy.
That's the one.
There we go. I got a link for you.
Yeah, Bevy. Bevy introduces new Bevy.
Hydrate
Is there
Happy.
a Bevy?
Look at that. Oh, that's a cute little machine. Oh, so
Yeah.
you bring your own bottle, and then it gives you sparkling water.
Yeah, so this one you're looking at right here was similar to the one that was at the Databricks office, but the one that was at the lounge was literally just that same touchscreen and like a tray. And I'm assuming all the water lines and everything were like
Yeah.
kind of like the equivalent of like hardwired in. It didn't have like that whole cabinet, but it was very, very similar to that. Bevy. Yeah.
Bevy.
That's the one that let's see here. The countertop. Yeah, if you click on the countertop, that's literally what was at the airport.
Okay. It's cute.
Countertop dispenser. Yeah, and you can see that it has like a line that goes underneath. Yeah. I wouldn't mind having one of those for my basement.
Yeah, you have to get a quote though, so I don't think they want it for household use. I guess it's a question of money. They'll do
listen,
anything if you give them enough money. Yeah.
Ready to try Bevy. Okay, let's see here. First
Oh,
name,
so you see the countertop? If you look into it, it's not just the countertop thing. It looks like
it's the whole deal.
It's the whole deal. Yeah.
Nah, see, that doesn't track though, because like at the airport, it was like one big stainless counter because they had like a Coke machine and they had like other like pitchers of water and iced tea and lemonade and shit, and then this thing sitting on the counter. So either they bought it, like Delta bought it and like took it out of there and like slapped it on the counter. Hold on, I'm putting your email in here. So it's paulbaylor@gmail.com.
Thank you.
I'll put my phone number though. Job title: Thirst Quencher.
Oh.
Senior Thirst Quencher. Partner Thirst Quencher. Let's really
Director of Thirst Quenching.
yeah, Director of Thirst Optimization. Director of Thirst Ops.
They're not gonna send me an email. They're gonna see that and go, nope. Oh.
Okay. Anyway, that's what I saw. So it's interesting though that it has like the whole reason I went down that whole rabbit hole with you is like those flavors were very prominent on that machine.
Got it. Okay.
So I felt that was weird. Bevy. Huh. Okay, so so you went through a whole bottle of that CO2, huh?
Just about. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And when are you getting your next bottle? When's your next fix there?
I've already got 2 more bottles ready to go because I'm part of the CO2 refill club, Drew. So
yeah, well, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
I got my box ready. When I finish the second one, I got my box ready to go. Put the canisters in there, ship them out, get 2 more sent to me. I'm ready to go. Constant carbonation. Just
You have one now, don't you?
I finished it right before the show. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I made it to have with dinner. So yeah.
Okay. Made it to have with dinner. So you drink the flavored stuff with dinner, or you just have a glass of sparkling water?
I had some raspberry splash, I believe.
I can't have sugary. I
Well,
can't have flavored drinks with dinner.
yeah, well, it's just very, very subtle flavor, right? It's not like
Well,
overwhelming.
I guess that's not entirely true, right? I guess sometimes I still sip a cocktail during dinner. But like as I'm eating my main course, like I'm not just chugging a cocktail with it. Like I'll have water or maybe iced tea. I don't know if I could do something sweet as I'm eating like a steak. I don't know. Huh.
Hmm. Hmm.
All right. Well, buddy,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just
I love it.
blink twice if you need help.
I don't.
Like I just
I'm ready. I'm ready for the next level. I'm ready to graduate and get
take me
further,
first, Daddy.
further into the CO2 cult. I am ready.
Well, just understand that when you're ready, James Hoffman and I are still here for you. We're still here.
I still love my coffee. I love my coffee and I love my seltzer.
James Hoffman, your favorite coffee boy, is really sad that you're
I had a cup of coffee
abandoning the life that you chose to go. You were back. You were back, baby. You were back into coffee.
I'm not drinking any less coffee than I was before. I'm just also I've replaced most of my still water with sparkling water, and I love it.
So, how far are you going to go?
All the way.
No. Okay, but no, I don't think you understand what I mean. When are you going to take some sparkling water and make an espresso?
Well, that would take all the bubbles out.
Would it?
It would. Yeah.
Because I feel like that is the singularity. I feel like if you get there,
when the water heats up, the CO2 is gonna leave. Because you need cold. The colder the water, the more CO2 you can cram in it. So
you would have to make a cold brew, a cold brew sparkling latte. Is this an untapped market?
No, I don't.
Don't. No. Listen. Don't yuck somebody's yum here. I think that you are at the cusp of a whole new market. You just don't realize it.
There is such a thing called a coffee soda. So I guess this has been done.
But
it's
probably
cold. They're cold because
that's probably something you buy off the shelf that is made in a factory by very depressed people.
The recipe
is
cold 1 part's cold brew, 2 parts sparkling water, so you can make it at home. Yeah.
Okay. But what if you threw a little mango in there?
I don't think that would work well.
I'm just saying. You have the means.
I do. I do have.
You could put on your lab coat like a big boy.
I don't like.
You could experiment. You have the tools.
I don't like cold coffee. So I don't think it's. I'm sure obviously, and looking on the internet, apparently there are people who really love fizzy cold brew.
Bud, listen, you want to talk about there's a space on the internet for people who love everything.
Yeah, coffee soda. Here we go.
My browser history, like cold brew sparkling coffee isn't even the weirdest fucking thing in my history. Okay. There's all kinds of corners of the internet for everybody.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So going back to my trip to Vegas, frequent listeners to this show and friends of mine will know that I hate flying.
You do.
Don't like it. But I'm happy to report that the past few trips that I've made, I have not had to self-medicate. I have not had to take any Xanax. I've not had to take any of that stuff.
Good.
One thing that I have found that helps me is noise canceling headphones.
Okay. You using the AirPods Max?
Yes. Okay. Specifically my AirPods Max. Now to be fair, I had a long time ago some Bose noise canceling headphones. They were on ear, not over ear, but they still did a really, really good job. I used them on the airplane back before everybody had in-seat entertainment. So like I would like bust up my laptop and like watch anime on a plane. Like this was like forever ago. Like kids, you wouldn't even understand what this was like. Anyway, I have my AirPods Max. And I really like them for these longer trips because I can throw them on. And if I have like saved movies from Plex or saved movies from Netflix or something, I can throw those bad boys on and I can be in my own little world on the airplane. The noise cancellation helps. But the problem that I have is that a lot of times I don't have the foresight or the time to download a lot of media to like my iPad or my iPhone.
Okay.
And plus, if I bring my iPad, it's one more thing I got to throw in my bag. It's one more thing I got to charge. So, what I want is I want the ability to use my noise canceling headphones with in-flight entertainment systems.
Okay.
And that means that I need to have a 3.5 millimeter jack to plug into.
Yep.
Now, Paul, do the AirPods Max have a 3.5 millimeter jack on them?
They do not.
They do not.
They have a lightning port.
They have a lightning port. So, Paul, how do you think I connect these AirPod Maxes to something like the in-flight entertainment on a Delta airplane?
Well, Apple would be happy to sell you an Apple to 3.5 headphone jack cable.
Okay, now I want you to be very careful about how you phrase that answer. I'm not making a joke.
Yeah.
If you go on Apple's website right now, I want you to find the cable that you think this is.
I bought one. Hold on. Okay, I'm going there. I'm going to headphones. And I'm going to click on AirPods Max. Okay, that's not doing anything for me. Accessories. Go to accessories. Browse by category. Okay. Earphones and speakers. I know I bought this fucker.
You don't say.
I think okay, going to Google. AirPods Max Lightning to 3.5 millimeter. Here we go. I found it.
Okay, put a link in the show notes.
I found it.
Okay.
Boom.
Okay. So
they will sell it to you in white and black. Now, granted, this cable is $35 fucking dollars.
It's $35 fucking dollars. Okay.
Yes.
But I think what most reasonable people would assume is that this cable is the one you need.
Okay. Oh, like a dongle boy.
Okay.
Oh, is that going to work?
So describe the differences between the cable I linked, and you can see all this in the show notes, by the way.
Okay. So the cable I linked is one thing. It's 1.2 meters. On one end, it's a lightning port, and the other one goes into we go into like an amp headphone, but like a source of music. You have sent the lightning to 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. This is something you can plug into your iPhone and then plug headphones into.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not something you plug into headphones. You plug headphones into it.
Yeah.
And so also you can look at the system and requirements and say, and yours works with iPod Touch, iPad, and iPhone, where mine says well, what does it say? Somewhere it says you can connect your AirPods Max or Beat Solo Pro headphones. There you go. Mm-hmm. So, yep. Mm-hmm. Okay. So here's the deal. So you bought the wrong thing, is what I'm hearing.
I bought the wrong thing, right? I bought the Lightning 2 3.5 millimeter headphone jack adapter, which is exactly what you described. Yeah. It is a dongle. And my reasoning was, okay, what if I get then a 3.5 millimeter male to male cable of reasonable length? I mean, I'm going to be on an airplane. I don't need like 90 feet of it, right? Yeah. Like a meter, a couple feet, that's all it really takes. What if I buy one of those cables and try plugging that in? So the flight that I made late last year, I tried to do that. It didn't work.
Yep.
So then I thought, okay, well then obviously I need this other Apple cable. Here's the thing. I can't find where to buy this fucking cable. Now, let me explain. I can add this to my bag on this website and ship it. No problem, right?
Yeah.
But every physical location I have visited, meaning every Apple store, Micro Center, Best Buy, little electronics shops in an airport, do not have the correct cable, which the correct cable is the Lightning to 3.5 millimeter audio cable. Now, Paul, why do you think the $35 cable works and the $9 dongle doesn't?
Uh,
Because think about it. We're going from
yeah.
Lightning to 3.5 millimeter. That's it. So why would one work and not the other? I know the answer.
Okay.
I know the answer. To be fair, I know the answer.
Okay, my gut would say software, but why doesn't it work?
So it's a combination of both. So the first thing is that the main problem this comes down to is having the audio be bi-directional.
Okay.
So the dongle boy that I mentioned before is for one-way audio communication, and that is from Lightning
audio to headphones.
Out.
Yeah.
Audio signals can't flow the other way.
Got it. Okay.
And when you plug an adapter like that into your AirPods Max, it will not enter what is called wired mode. The AirPods Max have a special feature called wired mode. And the only way that works officially is to buy the $35 Apple cable, which has some sort of software or some sort of proprietary thing inside of it that tells the AirPods Max to allow audio in. That's it. And I've read articles on Reddit. I've read Amazon product pages. There are some third-party adapters that do this.
Okay.
But every time there's like a firmware update or something for your AirPods Max, there's a risk of those ones not working anymore.
Apple wants you to buy that $35 cable.
They really want you to spend $35 for 3 feet of audio cable. That's what they really want you to do.
Yeah.
Which I'm a man of means. I can buy that.
That's a lot for a cable.
That's a lot of fucking money for a cable. I'm sorry. Like that is but here's the thing. Again, I have never physically seen this cable in stock anywhere. Micro Center's website said they had 4. So the night before my flight, I drove over there. There was not a single one in the store. The nice associate, nicest guy in the world in the Apple section, which they always do a great job there. This is not a knock against Micro Center at all. Like, we looked everywhere in the Apple section. We looked on all the shelves. We went over to aisle 22, which has additional Apple cables in it for like cell phones and things like that. There was a place for it. There were none on the shelf. There were none in any baskets. There were none in any of the open package end caps. It was nowhere. And again, I have gone to Best Buys. I have gone to the only place I have not gone, and I'm not even sure it's even there, is it as a physical Apple Store location.
So it says, I was looking through here, it says that Easton has them, but I'm guessing it's one of those things where it's not out. Because who needs this fucking cable?
Right.
I'm sure it's in the back, and you have to go and then find the person who knows where they keep the esoteric bullshit that nobody wants. Yeah.
It gives me hope that you say you own this, because I cannot find this fucking cable.
It does exist. I don't know where it is, but I own one. But yeah.
Okay, so you might own this.
I definitely, when I bought my AirPods Max, which I'm not even sure I know where those are right now. Of course, I was like, well, they sell this cable. I may need this cable in the future. I have a headphone amp. I may want to drive my AirPods Max with my headphone amp. Spoiler alert, I never did. So I definitely bought this thing. 100%. I bet you I bought it from Apple, and I bet you it was in my order history.
Yeah. Now, the other option people do, from what I read, is that you can get a cheap Bluetooth dongle to plug into something and then pair that to your AirPods Max and do it. And I think you would still be cheaper than $35.
It's a lot. I'm not proud, but I definitely bought that cable. Hold on,
Yeah.
I'm looking at my history now because I'm pretty sure I bought my AirPods Max from Apple. I'm gonna have to go way back though because let's see, I bought a lot. I bought a lot from Apple. I bought a lot from. Well, maybe I didn't buy it from Apple, or maybe it was more
So
than.
maybe you didn't buy this cable. Maybe this cable really doesn't exist.
Here I'm gonna go. Hold on. I'm going to Gmail. AirPods Max. Nope, those are. Oh, geez, a lot of. I'm getting a lot of air. Okay. No, here we go. Okay, so actually, I can even send a screenshot just to prove it. I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna message it to you because
Okay.
that may be the easiest way to do this.
Like on my phone?
Yeah. iMessage. Hold on. I gotta get. Let me get the thing. Where's my desktop? Screenshot. There we go. Here we go. Sending.
Okay, I'm ready.
Ready? Okay. Here we go. That's the email that Apple sent me when they were shipping it to me. So it was in 2020 though. 2020. So that was 4 years ago.
Lightning to 3.5 millimeter cable. How much was it back then? I don't see prices on here.
It doesn't say.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just curious, like,
can I still see the order? It just has the total, how much I spent. Oh wait, $35. There it is, $35.
So it was $35 even that far ago. Oof.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. $35. So there is one of those in my office somewhere. Can I tell you where it is? No, I have no clue.
Probably with your AirPods Max.
Well, the thing is, if the AirPods Max say had a case that made sense, it might be in that case. But that is not possible with the case that comes with it. Actually, I bought a bespoke case for my AirPods Max. I bet you it's in that.
Okay.
I bet you it's in that.
My hot take is I actually really like my AirPods Max.
I don't.
I wear them several times a week when I'm working. I do not take conference calls with them on though. Though I have the regular AirPods for those. But like when I'm listening to music or like doing some focus or anything like that, or if I'm if I'm on like listen mode, like if it's like an all hands or something, like I might walk around the house with those on.
Okay.
I've really gotten used to the way they feel. I think they have good audio quality. I mean, not like the headphones I have on right now, like hooked up to like my actual headphone amp, but they do good. They're perfectly fine. Yeah, and like I said, I really like them for the airplane.
Yeah. I just don't
So what I ended up doing is I ended up using like the shitty headphones they give you on the airplane, putting those in my ears and then putting the noise canceling on over those. So
that probably would generally work.
Yeah. It did work. It absolutely worked. It was like a lot of extra pressure on my ears.
Yeah.
Because like those ones they're not designed to go all the way in your ear, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So like they're kind of sticking out a little bit, and then the extra pressure of the AirPods Max on there. It worked though. I mean, that's what I did for the flights.
Cool.
Boy, this podcast went places.
It did.
I feel like there's a lot we both aren't particularly proud of that went into this one.
I don't know. I'm a proud thirsty quencher. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm a proud pooper shirter taker offer. Like
I think you have some shame involved. I
just don't want to be encumbered when I'm doing my biz.
Hey, whatever you need to do to get through a poop, man, more power to you. I just think that's weird. But hey, maybe I'm the weird one. Maybe I'm the weird. Hey, why don't you send us an email? Let us know who's the weird one.
I think I know the answer already.
Okay.
I think I know the other one though. All right, let's get out of here before I embarrass myself some more.
Hey, everybody, thanks for listening. You go to doingtheirbest.com. You can find show notes. You can find social links. You can find everything you want. And hey, thanks for listening.